No, he shouldn't. He shouldn't be on the hot seat. Number one, let's just first of all, like Michael said, Lamar Jackson figured the Pittsburgh Steelers out several weeks ago. We talked about that 1-4 start against the Steelers in his career. Well, now since then, it's Pittsburgh. I got this. I'm handling this. He was able to get that monkey off his back and feel good about it, whether it was a regular season win or now in this postseason win. So there's nothing to be shy about losing to the MVP. Now, when you talk about Mike Tomlin being on the hot seat, it's ridiculous because he's done nothing but bring greatness to the Pittsburgh Steelers organization, consistently winning all the time. Yeah, he may have not won another Super Bowl or gotten back to another Super Bowl in quite some time or even won a playoff game in quite some time. But he hadn't had a quarterback. Okay, so he's been struggling since Ben kind of left him. I don't even know what year Ben started limping around, but it was one of them years where Ben should have retired.
He didn't finish the career well.
Right. He did not. He was still playing probably 3 years too long when he probably should have already retired. But the Pittsburgh Steelers and the organization, they wanted to honor who Ben Roethlisberger was, and they never replaced that or fixed that. But what I would say about Mike Tomlin is there needs to be change in Pittsburgh. And that change is Mike Tomlin should just simply leave, get traded. And that's okay. Because eventually we've seen other coaches, great coaches, whether we could point to Andy Reid in Philadelphia. Time had kind of just, it passed. It was passing by. The message had kind of got a little stale. But look at him in Kansas City. He goes there, boom, right? So you look at that. You look at Bill Belichick in New England. Eventually, you stay too long. You gotta leave at some point. Look at Pete Carroll. Stayed a long time. I mean, I could just go on and on. Tony Dungy, TD with me down in Tampa. He leaves. He goes to Peyton Manning in Indianapolis. He goes to the Super Bowl. He wins it. He sets the team up when he retires for Jim Caldwell to take over to go to the Super Bowl. So it happens. Those sort of things. Sean Payton, he left New Orleans. He got out of there and said, hey, it's time to get out of here. I can't stick around too long.
Step? Like, where could you see?
Man, go to Dallas. Go to the Cowboys, man. Go be the first black coach for the Cowboys. Don't do that.
Stepping into a situation
with a quarterback. With a QB, something he's never had.
So Keyshawn Johnson there commenting on Tomlin, the Steelers. A lot of people just saying, man, it's over. Get him up out of here. He's a great coach, longest tenured coach with a team in the league currently right now, but he's under contract through 2027. And very often the ish Keyshawn Johnson says, I'm like, fuck this guy and what he's talking about, right? I mean, listen, part of that comes from the fact that I'm a diehard Bills fan and Keyshawn is just a known, over-the-top Bills hater. He can't take all those L's that the Bills used to hand him when he was a divisional rival with the Jets, you know what I mean? He can't seem to separate that from now when he's giving his takes and stuff like that, commenting on current times in the NFL. He's still a bit bitter, I guess. Like, for real, tap in, y'all. Let me know if you agree with that. It just seems like he hates the Bills. So those takes are often so asinine, and I'm always looking at him like, man, you's just Mr. Asinine when it comes to this NFL analyst commentary thing, But in this instance, when I'm first seeing what he's saying Tomlin, should he be on the hot seat? Hell no. The way he breaks it down, I just concur with so much. You have things run its course in Pittsburgh. Was this a wild season? Is this about it from Tomlin? Are people sick of him? Should he just be gone? Should it come to an end? Very well, quite positively, yes. But he doesn't deserve to be fired in a sense because of his overall achievements and everything. Y'all feel what I'm saying? Like when he laid it out, like Reid, Belichick, Tony Dungy, Pete Carroll, all those coaches, the great coaches that he named. I agree. Tomlin should say, hey, it's been great here in Pittsburgh. I love y'all. Let me get up out of here. That is the more ideal ending to this scenario, in my opinion. I do agree. And when they ask him, man, where would be a great place for Tomlin to go, man, the Cowboys, that would be great. I don't know if Jerry Jones would do it with his old school, some of the things we saw about Jerry's past. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Some old pictures coming back to haunt him and expose him, for who he is. Some say it's who he was or the times that he grew up in, but I don't know. Y'all can let me know what you think about that. But I think that would be a great fit for Tomlin to get up out of Pittsburgh and move on to a fresh start, another chapter in his coaching career with the Cowboys. That would be lit. As a fan, I would love to see it happen. It would be interesting, very intriguing, if you will, storyline and whatnot, But it definitely does not change that, people are just sick of this, the one and done, not being able to get over the hump. Many people just want to see this come to an end, and this isn't just like a big headline. There's those headlines out there that's like, man, who cares? This is some bullish. Like, this is just something for fans and people that don't know anything about football to talk about. Like, I think that this is way more real than that. And I wonder what the future will hold for Tomlin. What will happen? Comment and let me know your thoughts about it all and what you think should happen and what you think will happen. Will Tomlin fulfill these years on this extension through 2027, or will something else happen before then? I mean, what a wild season it was for the Steelers, right? I mean, Russ coming to town, Fields, the bit of the quarterback controversy there that we saw, like everyone being all up in arms that Fields didn't be able to keep the QB1 duties after filling in for Russ during his injury early on in the season. But then Fields saying, hey, I obviously didn't do enough, or we wouldn't even be having this conversation. There wouldn't be a way that they could take the job from me if I really did enough, handling things very mature, like a leader. And I want to throw in there too, isn't it so crazy to see Pickett come and go in the way in which he did, being a number one pick? I was a bit shocked and surprised by that. It was just wild, man. But back to what we were talking about, through all the controversy, the ups, downs, all the stuff with Pickens and just everything, the Steelers continued to get W's, get wins, and clinch a playoff berth. And then to just come in and just get aired out, blown out, beat the fluck up like this was a shellacking. Not the kind of loss you ever want to take, especially in the playoffs. And it just is so wild that this is what happened and this is what it is and was. And, many thought it would be if they did snatch up that playoff spot. Like, comment your expectations coming into that game if you saw a possibility of the Steelers getting the dub, or you knew they really didn't stand a chance. And I gotta shout out my good buddy Juan Vega, who's watched the channel for quite some time, and he was like, yo, Jay, this game was over when Tomlin elected to punt on 4th and short. I was surprised too. I mean, where they were at on the field, what point we were at in the game, it was kind of iffy, but it was clear that they were going to need to take a risk like this if they even wanted to try to remain competitive in this game, and they just couldn't do it, But I don't know, it is what it is. Here we are, Mike Tomlin. What will the future be? Everyone, let's talk about it all in the comments. Keyshawn's commentary on this, and also in that playoff game, did you want to see Fields get brought in, right? That was something during the season, like I said, where there was this quarterback controversy. The Steelers elected, during the regular season to have Fields take some snaps, like a 2-quarterback offense, if you will, something we more see in college, which I'm surprised we haven't seen more of in the NFL, right? We've seen wildcat packages and stuff like that, and I don't know. Like, it's just never really seems to work like that. But I don't know. I was surprised we haven't seen teams go a little bit deeper with it all. You know what I'm saying? And this would have been a team that could have really tried to make a run with that, with Fields and Russ, but they didn't. It is what it is. But that's something else. I'd like to know what everyone else thinks about what will the future be in Pittsburgh at the quarterback position as well. Let's discuss it all. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and stay tuned for more. It's Coffee, talking music, news, sports, and more. And just, man, like with the Vikings, we just went over in another video, just a deflating loss, a wild way for the season to end. It's like, gotta feel the same way for Steelers fans, man. So thanks for watching. Let's talk. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.